Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's make sure my camera kicks into play. Cleveland Terry Show, 8/28/25. It's going to be a faster show today, and this is a promise. It will end by 11:55 because I have to take my daughter to, I don't know, somewhere that dads take their daughters to. I wish I had an answer. I don't. I got to look at my calendar and see what it says. But I will be taking my daughter out, and then I have to run around because I'm sure you guys all know my daughter's Mitzvah is on Sunday. I mean, technically it starts on Friday because we have to go to service on Friday, then service on Saturday morning, and then the party on Sunday. So it's a whole weekend thing. I have been trying to stay ahead of it, but there's a lot of stuff involved in this party. Like I said, if you are new here, I'm trying to get my comments a little better here so I can see them. Okay. I'm Jewish. Hey, in case you didn't know. So there's like 160 guests, give or take. I'm trying to keep it lower. We are at the same venue where we had my older sons. And except for this time, the company's different. When we first started, we had some uplighting, a little bit of room lighting, and that's it. I had to call in favors for screens. I'm sorry. This stupid thing is do not disturb. Okay. I had to call in favors for the screens. I had to call in favors for the centerpieces. I had to call in favors for the videographer. I had to call in favors for the photographer. I still called in favors for the photographer, but because I love her. She's great. So this time, fast forward 6 years, and we have so much more stuff to offer. Now, my son was super easy. He was super easy. He didn't care about anything. Like, whatever, Dad. Whatever. Like, it was fine. My daughter is insane. Techno Dad in the house. What's going on? I don't know who Kelve Land is. Yeah, my daughter's a different animal altogether. She knows what she wants. She wants what she wants. We're at a nightclub at a bat mitzvah. Actually, it was a b'nai mitzvah. And she saw that and she was like, this is exactly what I want. I'm like, well, you're not getting this. This venue is like a $50,000 buy-in. So no, that's not us. But we're having it at this place, but we're bringing in LED walls. We're bringing in LED walls, LED dance floor, LED furniture on the side, photo booth, 360 booth, all the lighting. It's all getting done. And the biggest problem, we have 4 hours to do it because this new venue lady is difficult at best. We'll get it done. The 4 hour setup, we can get it done. It's gonna be a lot of work, but we can get it done. The 1 hour breakdown sucks. 1 hour breakdown sucks. So I have like 7 roadies coming to make sure we get out of there in time. Anyway, it'll be fun, right? It'll be fun. I just spent all the money that was in my account. It'll be fun though. You know, what do they say? You can't take it with you. It's only money. Uh anyway, we'll have fun. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. The only thing I'm not excited about, well, I have my WMX with the wireless uh, XLR in it. It might sit at my table. I I I, I did it last time. I'm gonna do it again. I don't have anybody that can run lights the way I like to run lights, and now I have the lighting and the dance floor all tied into my WMX. Should be fun. And I wish I had another guy, but I don't. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good day. I am going to look up and see what I'm working with here as far as some of the questions that have come through. Hold on. I'm just gonna. So Matthew is absolutely correct. I would hope. Where's my social stream? Work. I need that to highlight. Shit. I was hoping that the questions that I did have would work. I'm hoping that it's enough, but I never assume anything because some people, for whatever reason, don't watch the video. And then they wait for this and then they ask all the questions. But the video is where I need the views, not here. So I need you to do both. Like, I will answer questions that I know are not in the video. You know, a couple of people asked a couple of questions. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that. You know, but if they're in the video, I'm going to defer you to the video. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. I got, by the way, I know we're starting out earlier than usual. We usually do a 10:30 or later, but today I got to take my daughter out. So we'll be done. That's why I moved it till 10. I'm tired. I have been but you know what? It'd be fine if I only had the bat mitzvah, like just the one thing, but I still have to run a business. I still have to go to site visits and talk on the phone all day and have Zoom calls. I'm like, and then I got to, oh, can you take her to dance? Can you blah, blah, blah. Holla. It's a lot. It's a lot. So DJ Queasy, Matthew's in the house. DJ Queasy's in the house. What's going on? Isaiah Furrow. Who else we got in the chat here? Who else we got in the chat? Who else we got in the chat here? Techno Dad, as I've said. V Squared. Mac Joseph. My clients can ask me to play Boots on the Ground remix. That's where I win. None of my clients care about Boots on the Ground. Not one. Not one client has asked me for Boots on the Ground. I'll take it back. One client did, but that was at a completely different type of party. That was it. We don't do a lot of line dances, so there's that also. All right, let me get some water and then we'll answer some questions. Okay, I'm gonna have to plug in my computer. Oh, not plug on. Okay. All right, so let's plug the computer in. I don't need you seeing my password. Okay. All right. So first off, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna tag the questions that seem relevant. Pen that one. I'll come back to that one. Doc Patterson in the building. What is going on? All right. Virtual DJ support. So I've heard that it works. I haven't tried it. It wasn't working before the MK2 was announced. But we'll see. Let's see. Terry, can you please do a video to help people that are totally torn between the one and the performer? That's dumb. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not attacking you. It's just it's a dumb comparison because it's 4 channels versus 2 channels. That's it. Much bigger box in the performer, like considerably larger box in the performer, and it's going to be wider, it's going to be deeper, and it's heavier. 2 channels versus 4 channels. I'm honestly not sure why people keep asking about this. And I know it's a thing because I've seen it on all the boards. Like, hey, which one should I get? I'm not sure. Do you like 2 channels or do you like 4 channels? That's the first thing. You guys are okay. Hold on. Look, this is not the same. Okay. We're talking about if this were the first Rane 1 that came out, I'm right there with you. Okay. If it was before the Rane 1 came out, like there was a performer and then the Rane 1 2-channel came out, I can understand that more. But it's been out forever. People have been using the Rane 1 for years. So in my opinion, yes, the feel of the jogs are different, but they've always been different. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? If you DJ on these jogs, you can DJ on the other jogs. As far as like the way the tension and all that stuff is designed, it's the same. It's the same feel. They didn't make the performer jogs to feel dramatically different. They feel similar. The only difference is you have no screens, and I'm actually okay with not having any screens. Okay, as much as I love screens, visually, in all honesty. And I've said this about the REV7. I've said this about the performer. In all honesty, every time I'm on a 7 or a performer, my logo is in. I'm not even looking at the screens. So yeah, they look pretty. If somebody comes up and looks at my controller, they're like, ooh, what is all that? But as far as like what I can and can't do with them, I can do exactly the same thing on this that I can do on the performer, that I can do on turntables. Not that I can do on like the REV5. I can only do so well on like the Flex 10, the REV5, the DDJ 1000. I don't know what it is about it, but my hands just can't get used. And I love the 1000 and or like the REV5, but my hands, there's certain things that I can't do on it as a DJ because the release of tension, of pressure on the 1000 and the REV5 can be frustrating if you're trying to do certain things. Okay. All right. But 2-channel versus 4-channel. That's the way I'm looking at it. 2-channel versus 4-channel. So Isaiah, if you had turntables, that was the last thing you used, you're going to feel more at home with these. You're going to feel more at home just because they are, it's vinyl. Okay. All the way through and through. Right. So you are going to feel more at home. I mean, you can see right here, this is a turntable. If you take off your turntable at home, it's going to look just like this. The performer does not look like this. So, it's something you're just going to have to feel out, but they're both great. Okay. Hate those platters. All right. Let me go back up here. And I know there were some questions. Okay. We'll get, so DJ Queasy, AKA Innofader, Highlight split pad mode and show how effective the workflow is with extra buttons on top. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. The highlighting is legitimately, what is it? You hold one down, you press another one down. And hold on, I'm going to, the reason why I was very angry at my video because all right, it's going to get darker just so you can see it a little better. But that also means I'm going to be darker, so get over it. Oh no, that's not a bad look. I'm not mad at that. The reason, full disclosure, the reason that my video looked overexposed was because of this show. It's because of this show. And by the time I had gone through the entire thing and then I went to edit it, I realized how overexposed my video was. I'm glad people didn't really care that much, but it bothered the shit out of me. It bothered me so bad. But because I was doing a demo of something on a Tech Thursday, and somebody's like, hey, can you brighten it up? It's too dark. I can't see. So I had to go up here and brighten it, and then lo and behold, white controller, it's not gonna do well. So there you go. Now it's a little better. You happy? All right, good. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep it this level from now on. I'm not listening to people anymore because it broke my video. I don't get bothered easily. I have standards. So standards mean I expect things to be calm. Don't tell me to be calm. If you knew, this is calm, by the way. If you knew how much I juggle on a daily basis, you would lose your shit. You'd lose your shit, man. I'm telling you. Like, I'm not normal. I am legitimately a workaholic. And not by choice, not because I want to, because that's who I am. Okay, let's take a look here. So, as I said before, yeah, the split pads are here. I can change it. Right now I have hot cue and roll. Let me put on some non-copyrighted music here so I don't get thrown. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Come on. Here, while I search. While I search. Okay, so right now I have a song that I've loaded in, no cue points. Okay, so as you can see, the cue points are gone. I'm in pad modes up here. The cue points are gone, so I can just set my cue. Set my cue. Now we're good. Okay, and then we can switch over to, say, stems on this side. That's only vocals. So baby, you a 10 when I'm in it. I got you right for real one. Right to me, right for real one. Yeah. So, I mean, it's giving you everything you need. Hold on, let me go to stem effects. All right, back to the beginning. You can have your cue points here, and then your sampler. Right back to normal. Now, what you can't do is that, well, let me see. Yeah, you cannot. No. So the one thing you can't do, like you can't go to the bottom row with the double tap. You can't get to the bottom row. That's the one thing you can't do. Yeah, there's no way. So you don't have options to that. So, but you do have options on this one. So I can double stem that one, and that one should give you. Did I do that wrong? Okay, that's my normal ones. Why are they blue? Oh, because I'm an auto loop. There we go. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe because there's only 4 buttons, but you do lose out on the save loops because they're not on here, up here. That's one thing that you do miss out on. A little bit here. I can't even help it. I don't think I ride for real one. A real one on my mama and girl. Thank you. Yeah, you want it and what you want is it really. You've been on my mind. So the parameters turn it from a 1 beat to a half. Can't even help it. I don't think I want. Okay. The lights are brighter than the Rane One because it's different colors. They're different colors. So they do push out a little more. What is the knob between the up faders? That is the depth knob for your effects. So. Depth knob. Okay. Okay. Mojack's in the building. What's going on, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. Every time a new release comes out, we spend a lot of time together. Not physically, but we're on the phones a lot, texting and calling and whatnot. So especially when there's something that I'm like, why is this doing this? And I just pick up the phone and call. or more importantly, if we're reviewing a product and it is questionable at best, like it's doing something that like is dumb, I will absolutely be like, Mojax, is this just me or does this product just suck? And then he'll either confirm or deny. Usually if I say that, it's more of a confirm. Okay, let's see here. Let me get back up. So we did the split pad mode for DJ Queasy. Split pad mode's good. Is there a split pad mode on the Performer? I can't remember. I cannot remember if there's a split pad mode on the Performer. I will say this. This is what I know about, typically about Rane, right? If they bring new effects, new things to a controller, a lot of times they will pass it on to the older models. So I think we're okay. All right. Let's get back up here and see the questions that were asked. All right. Virtual DJ support. We can check it out. Mac wins. That's hilarious, Mac Joseph. All right. Can you please do a video to help people? All right. We've done that. Having issues with a hum noise coming from the mics. It even happens when the mics are not plugged in, bringing the volume knob up. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. Too many cords. All right. And by the way, I know people are complaining about the dip switch on the on the on switch on the microphones. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's kind of annoying that's on there, but I see both sides because we do sometimes just hit the microphone knob or whatever. So it's good having a dedicated, it's on, it's off. So I'm okay with that. Like I can deal with that. All right. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Check, check, check. This is the microphone. 2, 2. I'm going to turn it up. Check, check, check. 2, 2, 2. 2, 1, 1, 1. I don't hear anything on mine. Okay. But that doesn't mean that you don't hear anything on yours. You know, these are all literally manufactured, and sometimes, you know, there's going to be some issues with some of the microphones. But I'm not experiencing that on mine at all. You guys tell me in the chat if you hear any noise. So I'm gonna bring it back down. All right, I'm gonna turn it up. I'm gonna turn the volume up on the board. I'm at full blast right now, so it's gonna come out loud, right? Okay, I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. Bringing it up. And I'm redlining right now. You can see it here. Literally, I'm redlining on the microphone. But I'm not experiencing any issues with it. So I think you might have to get it looked at. That's the only thing I can say. There's a lot of devices that are going out at the same time, so this does happen. Okay. Let's see here. Turn that off. Oh, one other thing that I noticed when Jake was on Tweak Music Tips yesterday when he was talking about the effects. So you have mic effects on this button here. So if I hit it, 2, 2, 2, I have echo. Now, it's based upon this song that was playing just a second ago. 2, 2, 2. I'll slow it down. And now we're slower on the echo. 2. All right, and then, but what you can do is, I knew you could change the effect, the parameters, because I know if you hold this down, you can just, I know if you hold the button and hold this down, it'll change to the reverb, like so. But if you want to affect the depth while you're holding the button, and this is going to be hard because I have the mic in my hand, you can turn the knob and it should adjust the amount that you have, like so. I will never use reverb on a microphone. That's just a preference. It's not my thing. But I'm going to pop it back up to echo. And now it's sitting at 57%, but I can bring this up to, almost 100. That's 100. Welcome to... All right, that works. Yeah, I always think that it always feels a little bit like Rane goes conservative with their effects because the same thing applies to like their reverb on the deck. It always feels like I got to pump that reverb up because they just, I don't know. Maybe they're just a little nervous about making it sound like crap, but the reverb always has to be, you know, somewhere at around, I don't know, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in order for me to feel comfortable with it. Okay. Let's see here. Rane added the Alpha Theta Groove 6 feature with the stem additions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. They're really good at seeing what's cool, and if they can implement it, they do. I mean, that's what Jake said yesterday. He's like, if we find something, the group is small that works on the projects and what they want to see or don't want to see, and if they can get it in, they'll get it in. And if not, yes, then they'll put it in another device. But this is a good device, man. All right. Queasy says, I use my Performer as a 2-channel device. It's rare that I use stem split or multiple decks. So look, I mean, I know this is very much a personal thing. I have the Performer. It is in my furniture. It's a great looking device. I never touch the secondary tracks channels. Never. So I think it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4 never get touched. In fact, I actually turn them down. I bring them down just so I don't get confused. So I am basically doing 2-channel anyway. Now, again, there are more buttons, not buttons, but the placement. Technically, there are more buttons, but the placement and the spread, yes, it allows you to kind of, you know, get to dedicated buttons easier. But the one thing that it won't do, hold on. But all the things that it does are pretty much found in here. So it's really just a thing. I know people see a screen and they see a turntable and they're like, I'm not really sure which one. The feel is virtually the same, you know. And if you're a spindle guy, which I no longer am because of Phase has changed the way I DJ. Now I'm always on the sides, always. It's just easier that way. Now, one thing that people should know, but sometimes you don't, is, you know, you can do this and turn off the motor. Not that that's slow. And turn off the motor. So now speed it up. Slow it down. So like if you were DJing and this was like a 1000, you know, you'd be doing this. You want to slow it down? Like a CDJ. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. And a mic booming and a mic boom covering it. Okay. Has anyone had problems with these platters spinning backwards when getting dust like the REV7? I have not had my REV7 platters spin backwards ever. I can't answer that because I haven't experienced that. Okay. No problem, Isaiah. No problem at all. That's my son's name, by the way. Spelled exactly yours, the correct way. Oh, Mojax, I was so angry. I was so angry at my video. I'm glad people like it because I'm getting a lot of good response from it. But oh my God, did I hate looking at the video. Like that's not up to my standard. But my standard has changed ever since we said yes to my daughter's bat mitzvah over the last month. My standards are like, get it out. Just get it out. I don't have time to mess around. Get it out. Next week, I can spend more quality time on things. But this week, just get it out. You know, okay. Let's see here. Two things for me on the Rane 1. The browse knob position should be on the right. Okay. And those big ass knob caps in the front panel, mic volume, sampler, etc. I mean, we're talking about, it's subjective. You know, some people want mirrored, some people want this kind of asymmetrical thing. I don't have a problem with it. I think, okay, I'm just gonna say it. All right. DJs need to work on their open-mindedness, just in general. Like, everybody's so fixated on, well, it doesn't have this one, it does this, it's over there, I don't like this, I don't like the whole thing. I'm like, you know, we get used to things, right? That is like the essential nature of humans. We get used to things and we work around it. I love my Apple TV. Okay. I think it's one of the best, like, TV controllers out there, you know, in regards to all your streaming stuff and everything. But damn it, if it doesn't have a button so I can change the channel if I'm looking at the Spectrum app. That's annoying. I'm not going to throw the Apple TV out because it doesn't do that. I'm just going to work around it. And I think we get so fixated on things. And I'm just like, look, your hands, your body, unless you're going through 30 controllers, you know, every day of the month, you have a different controller. You're going to get used to everything on whatever controller you use. It's just going to happen. You'll be okay. You'll survive. Life will go on. All right. I need to bring my chat. Hold on. Let me just bring my other chat up. This one. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Keep the questions coming, guys. Keep the questions coming. I'm only here for another hour and then I got to get out. I know. Trust me. I know. When we named them, I'm like, this is the biblical way of naming them and everything. And I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, but damn, are people crazy. Some of the Sims features and other features on the MK2, can they be somehow mapped to the original Rane 1? No. The reason, some of them, I mean, technically some of them can, but the problem is you don't have enough buttons to remap. You just don't have enough buttons. Now, there is a user page on here that you can map to, technically, but the effects, they're not coming. I don't believe they're going to come to the Rane 1 MK1. It's not going to come. Not going to come. All right. Lady B in the building. What is going on? Marcus Hopdy, red and black. Good to see. Okay. Let's see here. Stem effects and stem roll. Wish they added EQ ISO in the next firmware that gives you the option to change the 3-band EQ to -26 instead of full kill. I mean, yeah, maybe that's again. I don't personally care. I'd rather have kill completely than having some sound left over. That's just me. And because when you're bringing the volume down, like again, this is just a usability thing. You know, if you don't want it all the way, you can just bring it down a little bit. You know, you don't have to have it go all the way to full kill, but I prefer a full kill over not having a full kill. For me personally, it's all preferences. It's all preferences. Is the effects pedal switch improved as the previous switch did break on some of the Rane 1s? Is it the same paddle switch from the Rane Performer? It feels like the Rane Performer paddle, in all honesty, but I mean, it's so hard to say. It's really hard to say because, just because I've never had my paddles break, you know, I've just never experienced that. I think that Rane in general makes the best feeling paddles. They feel good. They're nice and springy. They have a nice, solid click on them. I've always loved the Rane, but I haven't had any issues. And I still have an original Rane 1 that my son uses in his room right now. And the paddles are still working just fine. So I can't say because I haven't experienced that, if that makes any sense. Okay. Metro, don't know if you had it covered, but did they upgrade the sound card? Okay, so this is a question that I can't get confirmation on, because from my experience, it does sound better than the MK1, but I haven't gotten a true confirmation that it is a different sound card. I asked one person, I'm like, is the sound card better? And they said yes, but then Jake was like, I don't know that we touched the sound card, so I can't confirm it, but it does sound good. And I think that's just, I had the Performer in my furniture. Then I put this one, not in my furniture, but then I put it on another box and it sounded great. So, the only issue I ever had with the Rane 1 wasn't the sound. It was the ground. Pause. That's bars right there. It was the ground, meaning that if for whatever reason you were plugged into something that had questionable power, and I'm talking even going through a surge protector, I would get a low level hum on the original Rane 1. And that used to drive me nuts, specifically with the Bose L132 sub. Like I don't know, something about those two did not work well together. But besides that, that was it. I never the Rane 1 to me was always just like a stepping stool. That'll work too. It was always because I always wanted internal effects. So when the Rane 1 came out, I was like, okay, it's a cool controller. I'm not going to use it because I like internal effects. So it literally, it just sat there. I used it for a little while, and then the REV7 came out, and then that was it. I was like, I'm good, And again, I want to be clear about something. The Miyagi Dojo says the Performer and One have upgraded paddles. There you go. I want to be clear about something, because I know you people like to make it controversial. The REV7 is still a fantastic controller. It's still one of the best out as a 2-channel moving platter controller. Okay? Bottom line, let's just put that out there. This one is equally as good, but different. Just different, but equally as good. So I said it. You guys got it. It's on record now. There you go. Which one would I use? I would be happy with either one. Which one is going into my furniture? But it's fragile. I didn't experience that, Queasy. Anything that happened, it was self-inflicted. Like I lost the ability to run my left channel effects because broccoli juice slipped into my controller. Don't ask me how broccoli juice slipped in my controller, but it did. And it was specifically broccoli juice. Just saying. That's what I get for trying to be healthy. Okay. All right. Let's go back up here and see what other questions we have. They're never going to make it battle style oriented, because that is not their play. This is their style. They keep it on the right and left. That's their style. It's not going to happen. They're not trying to, do a copy for copy. I didn't say it wasn't. I just said I didn't experience it. That's all I said. Y'all love to change my words, don't you? All right. Bugsby Rane to do good mode option with the ability to stop platters moving, but the track is still playing. Yes. Yeah. So I feel like it's got to have something to do with those other jogs, because I don't think can you do it on the Performer? Can you stop the jogs on the Performer? You might be able to. I'll have to look at the Performer again. It's in my furniture, so it's in a case at the office, but I can't remember right now. Okay, Lady B says, is it heavy like the Rane Performer? No, but it is not light. It's not like a GDJ 1000, you know, it's not like a REV5. It's basically it's weighty. It's weighty, but it's absolutely manageable. Absolutely. And it is much lighter than the Performer. It's lighter and it's not so big. So there you go. All right, let's see here. If you turn the motor, okay, I answered the turn the motor on. I actually like the 12s, and the ones vinyl platters feel better than the Performer. Feels more like old school records. I don't disagree. Johnny Queasy says I sold all my revs. So Queasy's hate and or frustration goes well beyond just the fact that it's a controller. So I answered this one, but here's the thing. I mean, in all honesty, if I'm at a club and they say to me, we only have a Rane One MK2, I'm going to be like, dope. And they say, we only have a REV7, I'm going to be like, dope. So the answer is either one is good. That's the answer. Now, this one has more features if you're into feature stuff. Okay. Because yes, like on the Rane, the REV7, you can still map the buttons up top, just like you can do these. They have a dedicated silent cue. They don't have the dedicated acapella buttons and stem buttons. They got the sync. They got the start stop. They don't have the ability to split the pads on there. But as far as the options, and they don't have the additional stem effects that Rane has created. So that's really up to you to kind of decide, you know, what's better for you. Okay. As far as like what's potentially better or worse on the REV7, obviously the dedicated mixer style in the REV7 is more appealing to me in general. Okay. But you get used to this part. The effects area, it has a very nice layout. This is actually the best layout I've seen from them. And people are talking about, you hit the effects step when you're DJing. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you do, there's something wrong with you, not the knob. I've not hit this knob one time while DJing. If I'm going to hit any knobs, it's probably going to be something where I'm coming over here to do a juggle like so. And then, you know, I'll hit these guys, if anything, you know, or hit this knob because you're so close to it. But, you know, I'm DJing up here. Okay. And I know that, Nick had said something like he doesn't like the nipple, because his hand has to lift up. I don't know. I haven't experienced that. My hands seem to be okay. So to each their own. To each their own. Okay. All right. I was initially wanting not a white unit, but I guess I just need to wash my damn hands more. White, you know, it just depends on your furniture. I get it. I get it. Keep it real. This is a silly question. This is a silly, silly question. Okay. Do you think I'm not keeping it real when I do my videos? Like I'm just saying some stuff and then I come back and I'm like, no, but for real though, that shit is trash. Like, you think I'm doing that? I think you expect more than that. I think I've proven my honesty. If it was bad, I would tell you it was bad. See, the problem is, the biggest problem is that there are no such thing as trash products anymore. Anything over $1,000, and that number used to be like $800, but life has changed, inflation, cost of living, everything's gone up. Okay. So now anything over $1,000, you're getting a good controller. Like I can't say anything bad about something because I haven't had it. And if it is bad, if it's really bad, I probably didn't review it. In all honesty, I've only had in my life, I've only had, taking off my sandals. I've only had 2 products that have truly been bad. 2 products. One of them, I'm not saying the names, so don't even try. One of them, I got it, I used it, and it wasn't that it was bad. It was that the moment I compare it to something else, something that I think is considerably better, it's going to make that other thing look terrible. It's not a bad, it wasn't bad. It just was bad for me. You know? So I'm like, so I literally called the manufacturer. I'm like, look, man. Cause he was like, hey man, you gonna do the video? You gonna do the video? And I'm like, I gotta be honest with you. If I do this video, you're going to lose sales. And it might be unjustifiably so. But I know the things I'm going to say, not the Opus controller. I love the Opus controller. Jace, I love the Opus controller. But yeah, I'm just, because the way people think when they're watching videos, you know, they're looking for that drama. And if I do something or say something, it's going to be perceived as like negative. And they're going to be like, oh, okay, so you're saying don't buy that. I'm like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it doesn't work for me, you know, but I know tons of people, and I'll just tell you, it was a speaker company. And remember, sound is subjective, okay? And there were tons of people that were like, they were using it and they were raving about them. So I was like, you know what? It's best that I just not do this video. Now, fast forward, okay? I happen to be at Hollywood DJ picking up another pair of speakers. It's when I did the QSC video. And I did that. I happened to be there where the new guy was there. Like the guy that replaced the other guy. And he was like, oh, we need to get you some stuff. And I'm like, look, if you're going to give me this, don't. If you give me something better, then we'll talk. And I kind of broke down and he's like, you're right. You know, so to each their own, All right. I think it's going to be better than the REV7, says Geo Media. I mean, this is what I will say about better. Okay. Because I think better is a relative term. All right. Anything that comes out after another product technically should be better. Okay. So that's just the way it works. You're not going to make a subpar. Hopefully you're not going to make a subpar thing that's going to compete. So I think it's not so much that it's better, but I know that there are people that are Rane lovers, diehard Rane people. Would the onboard echo as good as Pioneer? It's subjective. That is a subjective question. Some people prefer the Rane Performer sound over the Pioneer sound. Now, I was down bad, really acting like I had it. You seen right through it, knew I was catting up. Ladies, been adding up. What you want, I'm activated. I mean, it's good enough for me. You know, it's good enough for me. I mean, you guys know that you're not, you guys know that this isn't you're not making production quality music, right? On your controllers. I mean, you guys know that. Like, it's not like, you know, when you're in the studio and you're like making music and you throw the reverb on that vocal, there's a specific sound that you're like, it has to be. And a crappy reverb, a crappy echo is obvious on production stuff. But when you're DJing to a whole bunch of drunk people, unless the echo is terrible, you're going to be just fine. Just fine. Okay. I'm going to say no comment. Okay. Okay. So DJ Lab asked, but am I going to buy it? All right. Here's the thing. I've said this already, but I'll say it again. Okay. First off, this is a long-term hold, right? So I will be able to use it for pretty much as long as I want. At a certain point, I'll have to send it back. So I will have the option of using it. But this is what I will say about anybody that owns a DJ company. And I've said this before. I said it yesterday. Okay. I'll say it again because I truly believe this. And being a multi-op DJ that does a lot of like big production now and all these things, I will tell you, I only buy things that make me money. That's it. I only buy things that make me money. If it doesn't make me money, I don't buy it. So for me, this is vanity for me. Okay. This is just something. Oh, I can have it. I can use it. I'll put it in. Okay. But I have not bought a controller in a long, long time. I could. It'd be easy. It's not like we don't have the budget for it. But if it's not making me money, I don't really want it. And this, as along with all the other controllers and turntables and all the stuff that I have, would fall into the it's not making me money item. Now, if you have a Rane 1, and you're looking to upgrade, I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer for a lot of people because a lot of people bought the Rane 1 wanting all the things that are on this device. And it's the same price. I think it's a no-brainer. Spin gear free in the house. Okay. Let me find some headphones and test out what DJ Lab is saying. I know what I'll do. Hold on. I do have a pair of headphones that I've been wanting to open up. So give me half a second here.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, thank you for answering the door. You guys available on July 1st? Yeah, we're available. Do you have a brochure I can take a look at? Here you go. This all looks good. Can you send me out a contract? Here's your contract. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, see here. Just go ahead and sign it and send it in your deposit. Okay. Are you gonna sign it? If you need to take some time, go ahead. Just send it in when you're ready. All right, thank you. Hey, sorry I took a little while, but I'm finally ready to sign the contract. So if you can just send me we are no longer available for that date. You're not available? Sorry. Well, can you recommend another DJ?
Okay. I haven't reviewed these yet. I know Mojax has, but these guys right here from Rode and TH50s. We'll see. That's a review that's coming hopefully sometime in the next week or two. Like I said, when my life changes. I will tell you this. This is a very nice design. Move my water out of the way. I wish people would stop sending soft bags for headphones, though. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. This is a very nice presentation. I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Yeah, that is a very nice presentation. Trying not to rip the I'm trying not to rip in case I need to put it back in and open it up from the start. Okay. So we have 1/4, and I'm assuming that in here we have our 1/4 inch. Oh yeah, that's super nice. That is a super nice presentation. Well thought out box. Now, how to get this thing out of this? Oh, there we go. Okay. What the hell's in here? What would you need besides headphones? You know what? The one thing I'm really getting tired of. I'm getting tired of the screw on. I don't like it because if you lose the screw on, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to use it anymore. All right, let's check it out here. Tell Rane to make a new battle mixer. You tell Rane. I don't have any power in Rane. You guys know we actually brought it up yesterday to Jake, in all honesty. And I'm sure they got to be doing something. In all honesty. I wasn't sure that like people were even still interested in battle mixers because everybody's going, you know, so controller based. All right. Input. Here we go. Okay. Locking mechanism. Keep them in. I'm not mad at these. Now, how does it sound? All right. I don't know what's left and right. I'm going to assume red is for right, but you never know. All right. Don't blast my ears out. Okay. All right. I'm not getting any movement. No static. All right, let's check the 1/4. All right. So far so good. Now I will tell you this. The sound that comes out of the headphones on the Rane One are fine. I can still DJ and everything, but yeah, I've always thought that that the Rane has slightly lower lower power output on the headphone jacks. And again, subjective, but I've always felt that. But definitely usable. What is in here? Hold on. Color ID set. I don't know what that means. Oh, there's a whole bunch of rings. There's a whole bunch of rings. Oh, I get it. Because I'm assuming they're making these headphones for podcasters. So having the colors makes it easier to determine which microphone you need to adjust. Okay, I get that. That makes sense. I will never ever use them, but that makes sense. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at, do you have a second pair to plug in at the same time? Oh, I can do that. I do. Okay. I got some old Pioneers here. All right. Old Pioneers. One in the headphone jack. And then 1/4 inch on this one. Okay, same thing. All right, sounds good on this. You can hear it. All good. All good. So you shouldn't have a problem. There shouldn't be a problem, I should say. I can tell you right off, first impressions, these are pretty good feeling headphones. First impression. First impression. I mean, it's Rode. Rode doesn't really make bad products, so yeah. The III headphones have been really good. I've been actually using them. I have in-ears, okay, and I've been using the IIIs more lately than ever because they're just so easy. You just take off, set down, walk away, keep them on, put them on top of your head. It's really, really convenient. And of course, look, we know that Alpha Theta makes headphones too. And the sound coming out of the Alpha Thetas are really good, but they are also very, very heavy. And not like weigh you down heavy. They're as heavy as, a little heavier than these guys. And these are like the first gen HDJs. But they're good. They're all good. That's what I'm saying. It's all good. It just depends on what you want to, how you want to spend your money, you know? Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, I'm dropping color codes. This will be the thing that I lose, and they're like, the video was great. You didn't mention the color codes. I'm like, because I lost them. Because it wasn't a priority for me. See, they even give you a little Velcro so you can tie them up again. I like people that think. Cable ties are always important, no matter what it is. All right, let's see here. Don Ralph, thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, has there been any sort of talk from Pioneer about a REV8 in response? They don't have to respond. You guys know this, right? They don't have to respond. It's not like a, you hit me, so I'm going to hit you back type thing. The REV7 is still selling, so they don't have to respond. This was a response from Rane. Because the Rane 1 was not selling, and as a 2-channel mixer, battle style controller, they needed to update this. You know, I will say this. And you can take it how you want. When the REV7 came out, the Rane 1 kind of became dead in the water because it had all the features that the Rane 1 was lacking. So this is really bringing it up to the REV7, but more importantly, bringing it up to the REV7 and then going a step farther. But the REV7 doesn't need to come out with something immediately. There's nothing wrong with the REV7, and it's a completely different style. You got a battle style controller on one of them. You got a dedicated mixer on the REV7 that looks like a dedicated mixer. So they don't really need to. In all honesty, right now, at this moment. Okay. It happened when I plugged in my II wireless option to 3.5 and had a lollipop in the 4th inch. So my IIIs, I believe, this is when you went hardwired, DJ Lab, or when you went when you went wireless. Would have been nice with a wireless headphone option like its competitor. There is no competitor that has a wireless headphone option. There's no wireless headphone option in the REV7. I'm not deaf. I actually, when I'm at 9 o'clock with my in-ears, Mojax, 9 o'clock with my in-ears. So yeah, every headphone requires a different amount of power. The new AZ got it. Is the new AZ a REV7? You get what I'm saying? I am not trying to be difficult. I want you to understand this. I just want everybody to realize what it is that we're saying out loud. That's all I'm saying. What it is that we're saying out loud. If you're going to compare things, you got to compare apples to apples. That's all I'm saying. Apples to apples. And as a battle, turntable controller, neither one of them have it in there. Now, in the future, I truly believe that all Alpha Theta products will have the wireless module in them, because that makes sense. If you're going to sell wireless headphones, every single thing you sell should have that module in them. So I'm convinced that will happen at some point. But, you know, Rane doesn't even have a wireless headphone. So they're going to make that and make this, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic here. All right. So you were using your transmitter. Okay. Let's see if the battery's charged on it. And we'll see. Because I have no guarantee that battery's charged. I don't think that it is. I can tell you one thing that it's completely destroying right now.
All right, guys, what's going on, everybody? HMA, Cleveland Terry. I wanted to just do a quick video about this new unit. It's not out yet. It doesn't come out until July 31st. It hits market. I have pre-order it pretty soon, though. All right, so this is Tim. This is the man who runs this thing. They came out with an amazing product. I haven't tested it yet, but based upon what I'm seeing, this is one of those to beat. It's a game changer. Moving platters. It's $700.
What's up, everybody? How are we doing today?
This is gonna sell like hotcakes. So I'm gonna do a review, but tell me just real quickly, like, what made you guys decide to do something like this?
The history of DJing is vinyl, right?
Yeah.
And motorized jog wheels is the best we can get right now,
Right.
in terms of replicating that with a digital controller.
Right.
So the Impulse T7 is our shot at the motorized DJ controller market, and the largest, most premium controller we've ever made.
Okay.
And we're pricing it just like we price everything else in the Hercules lineup.
Super aggressive.
Competitively. Let's call it competitively.
I call it aggressive, he calls it competitively, fine.
We're targeting both, obviously, beginner DJs who want to upgrade to a motorized platters,
Right.
or working DJs who want something small, want something portable, want something that works with Serato Pro.
It has XLR out. Very important for a professional DJ that you have that. I'm impressed so far, though.
You'll see more of the T7 real soon.
All right, guys, follow my YouTube, because you know we're gonna do this review very, very soon. All right, see ya.
Okay. I don't know if this is going to work because, well, I don't, all right. So you had your transmitter in the small one, in the 1/4. Okay. All right. I can't guarantee this is going to work because I have not charged it and I used them all weekend. Let's see if they even turn on. All right. They're on. All right. Plug that in and turn them on. All right. Plug this one in. The things I do, man. The things I do. Damn it. Falling apart here. Okay. All right. This is good. This is good. All good. You can hear it. All right. Headphones. No static. No static. No static at all, buddy. So there you go. No static at all. So you should be good. If you're getting static, yeah, something probably wasn't tightened up properly. All right. It is supported, but you have to map it to the MK2. I did not have to map it for DJ Pro. Take no request. I literally just started it up, and it worked just fine. Mixmaster, by the way, hello. It is fine. It's fine. But it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same at all. Sound quality, output, just durability. It's fine. Fine is the exact proper term. And I had a little problem. My left jog is no longer in sync. The BPM is like three BPMs faster on one side. So I no longer use it because of that. And I wasn't like a hardcore T7 user, like taking it out all the time. I just, one day I went to go use it, and I'm like, I'll take this with me to this party. It's easy. And I started using it, and I'm like, why am I so off on my mixes or my beat? Oh, look, it's not actually where it's supposed to be. So I think that's one of the things you get when you have a lower priced product. You know, you're not maybe getting that. And again, mine could be the same thing as DJ Lab. You know, when you get a copy and it works, and then I get a copy and I'm like, I got a problem. You know what I mean? So that's the joy of manufacturing. They're not all going to work perfectly out of the box, even though you hope they do. But because of the internet, we can blow these things up out of proportion because of it. You know, like people even on this chat right now can go be like, oh, I hear there's something wrong with the headphone jacks. No, there's potentially something wrong with DJ Lab's headphone jacks, but not necessarily everybody's. So you just gotta roll with it. All right. All right. Any more questions? Any more? Okay. The fact that MK2 works with DJ Profit out of the box is perfect. Yeah. So, I can bring that up because I know there's going to be some differences with DJ versus, like, obviously you're not going to get some of the stem effects, but I'm curious to see what they did. So, I did not bring my iPad in here. Where's my HDMI? Ah, there it is. I got too many cables. All right, HDMI. Okay. Oh, turned my camera. All right, there we go. All right. Let's close out of this real quick. Oh, Serato. Why must I wait for you to shut down? Okay. DJ. All right. You know what would be really nice right now? A crate search. That would be nice right now. Oh, and don't think that I didn't tell DJ Angelo to put a crate search in immediately. Don't think that I didn't say that, because as much as I'm a fan of Serato, and you have to be, they kind of put, you know, DJing, software DJing on the map. Okay. As much as I love Serato, the one thing you can count like seconds on the clock is how long it's going to take for them to come out with an update. So I'm like, hey, you guys should probably put the crate search in. It'll probably be out before Serato comes out of beta. You know, and that's no disrespect to them. It's just they work at their speeds. All right, let me find my epidemic. Epidemic, where are you? Yeah, but if I had a crate search, I would already be here. Epidemic. And I don't want to resort and have it all screwed up. Mojax will be happy to know I literally have a folder called Mojax. And if you don't believe me, Mojax. Some stuff that he sent, but then also some stuff that I added in after the fact. But I have a Mojax folder. I don't have too many named folders. I have one for Kaytranada and one for Mojax. Do I not have an epidemic on this one? That's okay, because I can also go to my Serato crate. Which I haven't been in a long time. And it should be in here. I mean, it should be the same, but I just can't find it right now. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's see if we can get back up here and find it. Where was it at? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. So all right. So pad modes. Save loop. Loop roll. I don't actually have anything in mine. Stems. All right, let's see if we have a double. Okay, we do have a double. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's a beat jump. Okay. I don't know what I think this is sounds. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beat of some kind. Okay. Effects. Okay. These look to be the same. Yeah, that's a loop. If you have save loops. Here's one thing that I did notice. Your acapella and your instrumental are not lit up. So they did not map that, which obviously easy. Oh, actually, is it easy to map? I'll have to take a look at that. And then your hot cue and your pitch. So you are losing. Yeah, see, there's no way. So it does work though. Okay. All right. So when it's lit, it's on. I don't know if I love that. I wish they had a secondary light, but they don't. But it does work. It's just not lit up. Turn up your sampler volume. Not at the moment. There you go. I don't use the looper. I don't make beats on my stuff. So to each their own. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we have sampler. All right. Stems. You know what? I've been using DJ for a long time. I'm still not used to the vocals being here instead of the drums from Serato. I know it's not a big deal, but it's bizarre to me. I wish I was better, but I'm not. It's bizarre to me. I still haven't gotten used to that. Okay. All right, back to, let's see what on the doubles are. All right, you cannot double. You cannot get to there are no secondary pad modes in DJ at the current time. As far as controlling, you can still control everything. Clip to load. There we go. And then let's try to put something in the prepare. Okay. I cannot hop. There we go. All right. So we'll do shift and load. Okay. There we go. So the navigation buttons work. Okay. Loading to prep works. It all works. What else am I missing here? Internal effects are internal effects, so we know they're going to work. Let's go to... All right. High pass filter works without activating it. You can't even turn it on. So you have no secondary filters. You only have regular filter. Not the end of the world. Probably need a better song than this. All right, there's just MEQ. All right. Okay. All right. And then mic effects should work fine because that's in the hardware. Hardware effects should work. And then these are the internal software effects. Huh. So it's just all of your effects built in, and I don't have everything set up properly in my thing here. But you can do multiples in your software effects, which is actually kind of cool because you can't do it here. Why is this lit up when I go to scale down? Why do my stems light up when I go to scale down? And echo. That's weird. That's weird. All right, let's see why it does that. I think that might be a little bug. That might be a bug because it lights up sometimes and not other times. All right, let's bring it back. Now that one's not lighting up at all. But that one is. Now there's nothing on that side. All right, buttons are still there. Yeah, that's definitely a bug. Yeah, now they're gone completely. Okay. So that's a bug. That's a bug. Okay. All right. Anyway, I might be a version behind. It's very possible, but I'm using DJ, so it has nothing to do with, I mean, it does always have to do with that, but I'm supposed to be on the newest one, but I do have the firmware, which I have not. I can just kind of, you know, repass on it and then see if it fixes anything issues. I want to thank the people that have been donating money. Thank you so much for that, because in all honesty, I need every dime, because this bat mitzvah has sucked every dime out of my pocket. So thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, A. Hewitt, you know, for the chats. Feel free. I was going to do a dedicated Venmo on here and I just ran out of time. I barely took out the trash today. Let's just put it that way. Like, my brain is only focused on the bat mitzvah, you know? So, yeah, but besides that, so here's the thing. There are less features if you use DJ. Okay. Which is pretty common considering it's never a one-to-one changeover from like, oh, well, Serato does all this. And then they're like, well, we can do all that too. So there are less features in DJ. The features that they are missing are absolutely not the end of the world. You know, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. In general, I don't DJ that way. I don't DJ using all of the effects, you know, using all the things, because if you're DJing fast and in, a lot of these things are going to get missed. And if I got to do, you know, 5 steps to get to it, I'm not going to use it. So even like, I do like their loop effects though. I do like the loop effects. However, the question always presents itself. Am I using them on a party? Am I using them on a wedding? Am I using them on a bar mitzvah? You know, that's the question. And the answer is typically no. You know, so the fact that it doesn't have it, I'm okay. I'm okay. Isaiah in the building. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out today. All right. 11:47. We literally have 5 minutes and then I got to get out of here. REV7 is absolutely a solid unit. Absolutely. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. This makes REV7 it doesn't need a refresh. It does. And you're not getting battle style, Sam. I know you came in a little late, but did you say review? You mean the one I posted 2 days ago? Come on, Steak Farm. Come on. Come on. All right. So yeah, you guys, they don't have to update right now. Look, there are people out there right now. Okay. So what do we have here? We have a very polarizing thing. We got Rane diehards, and then we have Alpha Theta diehards. Okay. You're not going to convince either one of those groups to move over. You know how I know this? Because I have 15 DJs that work for me. And when I'm like, hey man, I got a Rane performer here. Hey man, I got a Rane One. They're like, I think I'm just gonna bring my REV7 with me from the house. So, and then I have people that are like Rane diehards. You know, it is what it is. Now I'm more open-minded. I can rock with pretty much anything, so I don't have an issue. But this is an issue. Some people are gonna like it, some people aren't. You just have to roll with it. Are they split mode with DJ? That's a good question. Are they split mode with DJ? Finally, a good question. Let's see here. No, they are not. Unfortunately. I mean, it's to be expected, just because, you know, that's how they work. Everything else works. Turn the motor off. Hey, well, hold on. The slip motor does not work in DJ. Or not slip motor, but the turning the motor off. Okay, that's good to know. Not the end of the world, but still good to know. All right. Okay. So with DJ, it's a little more bare bones. Still very functional. And, you know, if you're like really in the DJ ecosystem, most of these things it's going to feel more comfortable to you on, but, you are losing a number of features by going to DJ. That's just facts. Anyway, to each their own. To each their own. Is there anything else I want to talk about first? Hardware, that's all good. Yeah. That's actually shocking. I didn't expect that. The motors that you could, I didn't expect that. All right. One more question. I have no interesting news on Serato 4.0. It'll come out when it comes out. It is my contention that it won't be out probably until like late October. They're not going to release a beta if it's not doing exactly what they need it to do. But yeah, you're losing out on some features. None of these features are deal breakers because I don't typically run crossfader effects should work. As obviously, as I'm saying this, I don't use the crossfader effects all too much. Gonna hit the sync button. Yep. There you go. There you go. All right. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. And I haven't been in here in forever. 4 minutes, Eva. Okay. It should say, do you want to update? Yeah, the searchable crates thing should be a given on every single software. There it is. Of course, right when I found it. We'll see how fast that is. Okay, that update was pretty fast. And right back to the same folder that I didn't want to be in. Huh, where's my music in here? Oh, okay. All right, it's been a minute. Okay. All right, I just updated. It's not registering it right now. All right, try this again. Are you guys sure that it works with VDJ? There it is. How dumb is that? I had to restart it again. There it is. Ugh. So red. It's so red. I don't know why this looks so red. Okay, there you go. All right. Modes. No save loops. All right. Rolls work. I have no samples, so that's not going to matter. Stems. All right. Stems are working. Let's do a double. We'll do a double tap. All right, I'm in something. Key cue. That works. Save loops. Hold on. Double tap. Loop. Stem roll. Although I don't know what it's choosing in the stem roll. All right, I see. Okay, sampler and scratch bank, which I have nothing in here. Stems 2.0 and stem effects. All right, this is Vox Echo. Okay. And then I don't like the way when you choose, it goes like there's a delay. When you switch pad modes, it's almost like the buttons are registering. See how there's that added extra beat on the delay? Wrong one. There's just a little bit of a delay. Okay, and then we know the effects work. We got that. What I break? Okay. All right. This one does light up. So this one is off when you're not utilizing it. You got to turn it on. and it still does nothing. Even when it's on, it does nothing. Okay. All right. That does nothing. Let's turn off the motor. That works. Slowing it down. Silent Q works. Okay. All right. Don't know why the channel effects does nothing. But it has the makings of a good thing. All right. This all works. Okay. All right. I think it's more developed than DJ is right now, in all honesty. But yeah, there's a little bit of a delay in switching pad modes that I don't love. But besides that, Virtual DJ works. So they all work. All the main softwares work. All right, y'all. As much as I'd love to stay, I got to take my daughter to her appointment. That's just the way it rolls today. I will be back next Thursday. I have a lot to talk about. Since we'll be done with the Bat Mitzvah, I have a lot to talk about. And hopefully a couple more videos that I need to get out next week. So I will see you guys in a couple of days. Have great parties this weekend. I got a shit ton. I might do a gig log on it. We'll see. I probably will do a gig log on it. And maybe that's when I'll post early on. Because literally I built this thing up in a month. 1 month, an entire party. So everybody have a great time. Great weekend. We'll see you soon. Peace out. Enjoy. You know the deal. Peace.